This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your Love Singles Weekend forecast for February 6th, Friday, February 6th through Sunday, February 8th. So on or before, even a little bit after, heading into next week, whenever you find this message is meant to find you. So let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what spirit has for you for new love, next love, confirm a love that possibly has entered into your life recently. I do have some initials. I do have some charms for you. So let's get started. Let's see what spirit wants for you today. Let's call in our spirit guide. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for us at this time? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. I have relax. Just relax, let it happen. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. It doesn't have to be a party. It doesn't have to be a dog and pony show, right? Real people just hang out. They live life together, eating dinner, cooking dinner, cleaning the house, running errands, taking care of kids. People do just everyday life together. So you want to find somebody who, when you do everyday life with that person, it's fun. It's enjoyable. I don't want to do it with anybody else. I have a true love, a deep and enduring connection going beyond a superficial attraction. So is someone coming into your energy? They're saying, I truly want this, is what they said to me. So somebody coming into your energy that really not only wants you, I love how it came in, I truly want this. That not only do they want to be with you, they want the relationship. They want there's an us. Okay. So that tells me that there is a respect for that we are a relationship, that the relationship has value, not just you personally or me personally, but that we're committed to this relationship. I truly want this, meaning the relationship. I love that. Spirit, please share with me. Dressing up, an opportunity to dress up and party. Fun times ahead. So sometimes maybe we relax. Sometimes we dress up, have a good time, let down our hair. But I'm going to go more with dress up and show up. Okay. That I need to show up for this relationship. I need to show up for you. I need to be there for you on both sides. On both sides. It's not any one person's effort. It has to be both. I have a surprise, a romantic surprise on the horizon. Be open to them. A little bit of a down on one knee energy. So for those of you that would love to have a commitment someday, would love to have that special person in your life, that you do have that romantic proposal. Right now, if this isn't in your life, please use any of my readings to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy of coming into your energy. Okay, so it's we're going to put it out to the universe at the end. We're going to claim it. We're going to own it. And we're going to ask spirit to bring this to us. So for those of you that have somebody in your mind, you may be able to confirm some of the messages today. So let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, tell me about this. I truly want this. I truly want this relationship. Thank you, God. I have a Queen of Swords. I have a Devil. I have a Six of Pentacles. And I have a World. Can I have clarification on my Devil, please, Spirit? I have a Six of Cups and I have a Five of Cups. Okay, they're sharing with me. I have a Fool, the bottom of my deck. But the way they said it is, I have been fighting a particular journey. So for somebody out there watching, it's almost like you're tempted to be with this person. You are attracted to this person. Maybe you've even slept with this person. But it's a feeling of I don't know if I can be in that full-blown relationship just yet with them. You could be going back and forth. You could be, I feel like it's just your inner battle. It has nothing to do with the person. It's not like the person doesn't have something to offer. I do feel like I do feel that you're giving a lot of thought to, is it just temptation or is this real? Okay. So sometimes you go back and forth with, I want to make sure this isn't just sex, basically, right? And sometimes we just want to kind of see if this is going to unfold into something else. So right now I am leaning towards that Fool. I am leaning towards you making, I have a Hermit at the bottom of my deck. So, and I have an Empress, and they're saying you will love again. Okay. So even if this person came into you, I'm going to say as a fling, something casual. Maybe I really wasn't thinking that this was going to turn into a lot more. I know that's not for everybody, but somebody out there listening. Or maybe we just got kind of hot and heavy really fast, and you're now afraid that is it just lust or love? And you're an Empress and you take a step back and you say, well, my choice, my self-esteem is at stake for one. My high value is at stake. And, but at the same time, I'm looking at this Hermit energy and I'm saying, what is it that I really want? What is it that I really want? Am I ready for the next phase of my life is really what's happening. Sometimes energies come into us and we think we're ready, but we're not. Or we think we're ready, but the decision to get to that next level, even for us, is difficult. So this could have come in hot and heavy. And it's like, it felt good. I'm not alone. I've got attention. We're very attracted to each other. Obviously, this person is totally into you, they're saying. Okay. They're saying you totally turn them on. Maybe they turn you on. And you are at the brink of, is this just casual? Is this just a physical relationship and it's going to fizz out? Or is this going to turn into something more? So I've got kind of this weighing energy between, I'm so used to being a hermit that maybe I don't know the difference. And now I've got this kind of take a leap of faith with that Fool. And am I ready? Yeah, Two of Pentacles at the bottom of my deck. So I'm going to say the choice is yours. You've got a Judgment and a Page of Cups. So the feelings are good. The feelings feel good. I feel that I'm able to make some good decisions based on some past experiences. I feel like I'm definitely going back and forth with, is this person for real? Does this person want more? So it's okay to take your time. It's okay to decide. You don't have to make a commitment today. Okay. Maybe you're both at the same place, but maybe you're both kind of analyzing this as, do we want more? Is this going to turn into more? Maybe you're both thinking the same. And that could be surprising to you. Maybe you're both kind of wondering, like they're asking you in their mind, do you want more? And you're asking them in your mind, do they want more? So it's just a sense of, I don't have the answer yet, but I'm going to say hot and heavy. I'm going to say that for whatever reason, it's a high physical attraction. Well, we know the reason. It's we're very attracted to each other, high chemistry, something like that. You turn them on, they turn you on. And now we're trying to figure out, is this going to turn into something more? Spirit, share with me. What is going on in this connection? I have love letters, messages, text messages. I have eye contact. Okay, they said a deeper understanding is when I pulled that card with the eye contact. So we're getting a deeper understanding, maybe over a period of time. Maybe they're starting to share with us, you know, in those text messages, little love notes, something like that. I have sending you photos, maybe sending you little photos just to make you laugh in the middle of the day or touch base. I have smelling good. That felt like I was going shopping for either new perfumes or new colognes. And I'm picking something out that I think that you would like because you keep telling me that I smell so good. So that's something that makes them feel good about themselves. So they want to make sure that they have something that you would like. So going out of their way. So that's very sexy. Let's see what else they have. I have a concert, barbecues. That's coming into me as we're starting to do a lot of things. I like that. That we are starting to hang out more. You know, are they a formal date? You know, maybe in the beginning, maybe they were, you know, I don't see this relationship as like having formality. I don't. I see it as, hey, do you want to come over a friend's house? Do you want to hang out? Hey, you know, there's a local band playing at the bar down the street. I'm going to go and grab a beer. Do you want to go with me? You know, so I feel like it's this kind of hanging out energy. Is it a date? Yes, because they are inviting you to be with them, but it's not, I'm going to pick you up at 7 o'clock and we're going to sit down at a you know, a linen table with candlelight. I just don't feel like that's the vibe. The vibe is, I like to hang out with you. I like my time with you. We start doing more and more together. And it just starts to kind of slowly meld together is how I feel. So it's not that formal, can I take you out connection. I feel like we're literally, let's hang out. And that's okay. You know, like, hey, what are you doing? Can I come over? Can you want to come over? You know, once we get to know each other, and I'm not doing anything. I'm going to stay in tonight. It's freezing ass cold and I'm going to watch a movie. Okay, well, why don't I come over? We'll do it together. You know, it could be as simple as that. Fancy restaurants, not to say that they wouldn't ever do that with you, but they're saying it's just not their thing. They're saying that it has nothing to do with whether they can afford it or not. They probably could. They just don't like to spend money on things like that. They think that it's just a waste of money. I'm not going to drop, you know, $400, $300 on a dinner when that's like a week's worth of groceries for somebody, you know? So it's just not in alignment with their value system. Now, would they take you somewhere that it's great food, great atmosphere, lots of food, take doggy bags home, like lots of leftovers or something like that? I would say that that's more their personality. I would say that, you know, hey, let's go somewhere where it's more casual and, you know, it could be, let's just have appetizers and drinks because that's the kind of couple we are. Maybe salads and cocktails, you know, like they're not that into that they're not going to do a 5-star. They're not going to do that. I don't think. Maybe once something special, but I'm not feeling that vibe. I'm feeling let's hang out. Good morning texts, conversations, lots of communication on the phone. I do feel like I'm always looking at my phone, makeout sessions. That I definitely feel. Pillow talk, lunch dates. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely feeling that. I'm definitely feeling like, hey, what do you do when you want to go out to lunch? Hey, what do you do when you want to, you know, you want to grab breakfast? Hey, what are you doing? You know, I've got to run some errands and then I'm not doing anything. Okay. You know, let's do it together. So I just feel like life, for this lack of better terms, you know, kind of that normal life, that middle ground of how people really live. So it's very realistic. You know, I like the fairy tale loves too, but right now I'm in, I think you're totally hot and I want you all the time energy today for some reason. That's okay too. We like that. Let's get some initials. Let's see if we can start to grab some things. So first initials, last initials. Some of you may have somebody on your mind, or these are clues for what's coming. So I have these iridescent, very pretty Scrabble letters. Give them a nice mix here. I'm going to get a pinch of these, and let's start here. I had one that fell, so let me get that one. I had the letter Y, an M, an L. I have an A. I have an O. I have an H. I have an M. I have an R. I have a K, a U, an a P, a B. I have the letter C. I have an N, a G. Oh, these are stuck together. Let me see. A G, a B, another U, an I, and I have an O. Okay. So for some of you, those definitely, aren't they pretty? For some of you, those could be connecting to you. Okay. Let's see what else they have for you. Spirit, please share with me. I hope you guys are all warm wherever you are. It's still cold, very cold here in Florida. It was like 40 degrees. We have the heat on. We never turn the heat on in our house. So we have the heat on today, and it is very cold outside. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you need me to know today? I think it comes in as casual, attractive, makeout sessions. I like that. And then you go, now what? I have this confused. I'm unsure. I still don't know where we're headed. Okay, so I have awkward, trying to please. Don't walk on eggshells around this person. It's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. You can't be anything but yourself. Okay. I think the best thing that's happening in this connection is that you're doing everyday things so that you're not living in this fantasy world of we're staying in hotels and we have room service and things that people don't do all the time. That you are being with this person in a day-to-day activity and environment that you would be with them, so that you can really see, is this going to be something I'm going to enjoy? Growing old together, growing up. Okay, a little bit feeling of being responsible together. Okay, not that you're not responsible, but it's kind of like, these are my priorities right now. I got to take care of this. I got to go to the bank. I got to go to the bank today. Okay. I got to get my oil changed. You know, and they're like, okay, I'll go for a ride with you. So you got somebody that you have company in the car while you're doing these kind of mundane, you know, errands. But hey, we all do them, right? I have endings after a breakup or a divorce. It could be a new start for one of you. So maybe that's why we're not really talking about what it is that we want next. We are just being, okay? We are just hanging out together. And maybe we just don't, neither one of us either want to have that conversation We don't want to kind of break the momentum that we have. I think the momentum's really nice. Worst case scenario, it's turning into a really fun friendship and hanging out all the time and things like that. But I feel like we are not bringing up the topic of like where we're going to be for the rest of our lives, because it's not worth blowing what we have right now. So staying in the present, I think, is a really good thing for this particular connection. I have spiritual, a higher path, a higher self. That came into me as I trust myself. I trust that Spirit's guiding me. I trust that I'll make good decisions. I trust that this person that I'm spending time with isn't out to hurt me, you know. So yeah, you're protected, basically. Beautiful. I have a love triangle. I want to make sure this person, they're saying too many sex partners. I want to make sure this person isn't a player. I don't feel that, because they're spending a lot of time with you, and if they were a player, they would just be limiting their time. They would be, I only want to see you in the evenings. I only see you late at night. I only want to see you on the weekend, you know, night, something like that. This person's doing mundane things with you. In the middle of the day, they're willing to go to the bank. Okay, that's not a player. That's not somebody. A player doesn't give you time outside of what's in it for them. Okay, so this person's giving you time. This person just, they don't care what you do. You know, oh, you need to go buy Walmart. You got to go to Walmart to buy cat food. Okay. Let's go get the cat some food. Oh, let's pick up a toy for them while we're at it. You know, that's cute. A tower moment. I really feel like somebody is just coming out of something and just isn't in a state of mind to start talking about a committed relationship. Doesn't mean they don't love spending time with you. Doesn't mean they're not caring. You're growing on them. This is fun. I love this. So I'm going to say staying in the moment is a really good thing for this connection. I have intimacy. Yeah, okay. As long as that's not all it is. Okay. As long as if all you do with this person is you go to each other's houses and be intimate, that's not what we want. I do have a celebration. This feels like in the near future. It's almost like feelings are revealed. It feels like we have some kind of breakthrough. Maybe we say we're going to be exclusive. I don't want to put a label on it necessarily, but I definitely want to be exclusive. I won't be sleeping with anybody else. I don't want you sleeping with anybody else. That's pretty, you know, nice. So it could be as simple as that. And some of you need that. You just can't have it any other way. And I don't blame you. I have a 9 of Swords. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have a 5 of Pentacles. And I have an 8 of Cups. I really feel like this person just got out of something not too long ago, and they just don't have the mindset to commit to anything right now. And they probably have told you that. But it doesn't mean that they're not capable of spending time with you, enjoying being with you, kind of healing and getting to know you at the same time. But I feel like they just want to stand on their own 2 feet for a little while. And I would respect them for that. I would, because I wouldn't want them to jump into something that they're not really prepared for or ready for. So, but I think they're being brutally honest with you, or they will be. I think that they're going to be right up front with you with what it is that's been going on in their life recently, or what it is that they just went through. What did they say in the beginning? I truly want this, is how we started this relationship. So I truly want this connection. I truly want to hang out with you. I don't care what we do. And again, I'm not getting that it's high physical, but I don't think that that's all it is. So I want you to look at, how do we spend time other than that? Okay. have meals together? Do we go visit friends? Are we running errands? Are we going to the movies? Are we doing anything that's an outside activity? I have a King of Pentacles. I have an Eight of Wands. And I have a Knight of Wands. This is all coming into me as give me time. And I know you don't want to hear that. But it's not, I don't even think they're going to say that. I think it's you just saying this person just needs time. And I'm okay with that because I don't have to necessarily have anything more at this stage. So there's a part of me that says slowly over time, this person's going to want more and more. This person's going to want to, we'll go from seeing each other a couple times a week to more often. We'll start to do a lot more together. We'll start to feel more like a couple. We're more a part of each other's lives, something like that. So I do feel like over time, it just kind of naturally comes together. It just naturally starts to blend. I think I want to say it that way. But do we start out with this feeling of, I'm looking for somebody to get married to? I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to get to know each other. We're going to like each other a lot. And then we're going to kind of just hang out and see where it goes and let the universe work. So here is our charms today, or here are some charms today. And let me get a scoop and maybe we'll get a couple more clues. What do we want? Okay. I actually like the fact that it feels very, I want romance. I do. This is you finding a best friend, somebody that you really love to do things with, somebody that, yes, you're attracted to them. Yes, you're into them. They're into you. Is it a knight in shining armor sweeping off your feet? Probably not, unless you think that when they stop at Dunkin' Donuts and they get you a cup of coffee before they come to your house is like the height of romance. This is the type of person they are. Okay, they're going to bring you something that's every day, that cup of coffee that you crave. Okay, so something like that. I have the number 17. 17th of the month. I have a number 1. Okay, that could be January maybe. I can't flip it. Okay. Just going to put that up here. I know it's the number 1. Okay. I have some bottles of champagne. So maybe there's a celebration ahead. You know, there's a sense of, and there's 2. So we both are celebrating. Like I said, maybe we get to an understanding where we're exclusive. We're not going to see anybody else. We're not putting any, deadlines on this thing. We're not asking anything more of each other other than let's just enjoy each other for now. Okay. And maybe that's enough for some of you. Maybe that's all you need. I have a fruity cocktail. Maybe somebody likes pina coladas or daiquiris, or they like the frozen drinks. So that could be a clue. I have a circus. So part of me is feeling is I just came out of a circus. I just came out of something very chaotic. It was maybe really hard for me to get out of, very difficult. They're saying might even have some still strings attached to that. Maybe we are raising children together. So I just don't want to put myself into another circus. I just can't. So that could be you. That could be them. I do have a castle. So they do want you to keep dreaming. They don't want you to think that you aren't entitled to a fairy tale life, that you're not entitled to happily ever after. You are. But maybe you're entitled to meeting your person as a best friend. And that comes into you as, that works. This works. I'm happy. I'm happier than I've ever been. I'm going to put the child with the tent. maybe that's part of the equation, is that, I still have kids at a certain age that I have to raise, and they're my priority. That would makes sense. I have a peacock, so my pride is at stake. I don't want to get hurt again. I'm going to say it that way. I've got an ego that's saying, maybe I'm not telling you that I want it all because I don't want to be hurt again. Maybe the person they were with, they wanted out and their heart was broken, or they feel rejected. So that could have happened. I have a true feelings, brave, strong, happy, thankful. What does this say? Compassionate. Okay, so the feelings are really nice. That feels good. I have a love, and it has all these little diamonds. I always see this kind of charm as it's like written in the stars. It's just this kind of, it's here, it's written in the stars. And I'm going to say patience is the best thing for this particular connection. I have a little bit of a moon and a crown. Yeah, it felt like angels with wings, and it felt like, like our angels are putting us together, or that a particular angel, a male angel in the spirit world, has brought this together. Okay, so a father, grandfather, something like that. I have the number 5, and I have a heart, and I have kind of a dressed up. Feels like an event. It feels like she's got a rose. I've got the number 5, and I've got like a formal kind of outfit. So it feels like I'm going to it feels like I'm going to a wedding. So maybe we get invited to a wedding together. Maybe that's the first time we show up together as like, quote unquote, a formal couple. So that feels nice. I have music being important. Okay, so music is a part of somebody's life here. That feels good. All right, so those are some charms. There's nothing wrong with normal, right? There's nothing wrong with everyday, because at the end of the day, that's really what it's going to be. It's how do you live your life? And then somebody comes into your life and you come into their life, and basically we're doing all the same things, but we are doing them together. And that's the difference. So this person, I truly want this. So at some point they say, this isn't just a fling. I don't want you just for sex. I want you for more. And I think that, but I would say initially I struggle with what else is going on here. Can I have a couple of signs, Spirit? I have a Libra, fairness, harmony. I have a Leo, loyalty, self-confidence. I have a Sagittarius, freedom, optimism. Aries, passion, independence. And I have a Virgo today, integrity, reverence. Beautiful. Spirit, what else do you need me to know? Sometimes I think you just have to let something ride for a little while, and they're saying appreciate the time that you do have together. And I know that sounds so simple, but maybe that's all we need to do right now. Like maybe Spirit just saying, just for now, just for today, stay in the day with this person. Like, don't think about, is this the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with? Or is this my soulmate? Or I just don't feel like that's how this energy comes into you. I feel like it comes into you as we're building a friendship, we're attracted to each other, and let's see where it goes. And that feels good. I have a save, protection. I'm protecting myself. I get it. Somebody who came out of something, somebody who had a circus, in their last relationship. Doesn't mean they don't want it. It just means that They don't want what they had again either. I have a bathtub. Okay, releasing. Now, water is a release. Water is a cleanse. So you could be a very cleansing person to them, that you're a breath of fresh air, that you're so different than their last relationship, that it's so much easier to be with you. It's so much more enjoyable to be with you. Everything isn't a problem or chaos or drama. So you could be this beautiful sense of peace and cleanse for them, or vice versa. They could be good for you. So it feels like we're both cleansing. I have a toilet. I'm getting ready of the shit show that I had. I feel like I want to say that. Yeah, I mean, it was just a shit show. Maybe they were really up into their, ankles and crap. So sometimes people have gone through some really crazy stuff, and then they turn around and they're like, I can't do that again. I need a break from it all, but I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be without somebody. I don't want to not believe in people or life and living with somebody, but I just came through a shit show. Excuse my language. A broom. I've worked really hard to sweep away and make room. Not only sweep it away, but make room for something that's clean. Make room for, cleaning my slate. Make room for something that's better. Make room for something that I want. And a fan. Go with the flow. Yeah, I mean, and they said it was hot, it's hot and heavy. So maybe that fan's on high speed in the beginning, it's going really, really fast and we got to cool down, so something's going on with that. I have a rocking chair. Now that is coming into me as, believe it or not, I mean, their keywords are going back and forth or swaying or stuck. I'm not feeling that. What came into me was growing old together with your best friend. So there was a sense of one day we may wake up and realize that we've been doing the same thing for a long time and we're still together and we're still happy, and we didn't have to define it. We didn't have to put a label on it. People live a long time as partners. They live a long time as significant others, all of those things. Let's see what the feelings are. Let me do this. Let me see if there's a timeline they want to share with me, and then we'll do a couple of feelings. Spirit, timeline. What is it that you have for us? I have March. Didn't I have March earlier? A feeling of March? Thought I did. I feel lucky in March. I have more than a year. I always see this card as you'll be together more than a year. Okay, this kind of Buddha energy that's like infinite. August, maybe a Leo energy. I have in divine timing. Of course. Thank you, Spirit. Of course. They always get that in. I have autumn. Yeah, I always feel like we start to go through the seasons. We're going through the spring, autumn, summer, November, so it starts to tell me that we'll stay together, we'll be together through the seasons. I have summer. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, they're sharing with me that, like time will go on and we'll stay together. So I have within 3 months, and maybe we'll get our answers. Let's just say that this person came in this weekend, right? We met them. Crazy. I'm totally turned on by you. And then, over the next few months, we hang out, spend some time together. We do a lot of different things. And then we start to realize that, hey, we're really good together and we really enjoy being together and we really don't want to be with anybody else. And that sounds like a very realistic way to meet somebody, doesn't it? It sounds like, somebody who's been through a lot and they don't want to invite a circus into their life again. And they just want to make sure that you're the type of person that they could see themselves with. So Let it unfold. Let the universe work. But most importantly, I think a big part of this message was just stay in the day. If you're enjoying them for today, let's just stay in the day for now. Doesn't mean that I don't want to project into the future or, just to kind of think about it. But it's not that important. It's more important that you enjoy what you have right now, okay, and see where we're headed. I wonder if your body wants mine the way mine wants yours. So definitely, I'm totally into you. I would wait for you forever. So there could be a sense of patience in this connection. You see something in them. You make me melt. Very attracted to you. Each day is brighter with you in my life. What did they say earlier? You're a breath of fresh air to them. You're so different than what they had before. It's easy to be with you. They love being with you. So something like that. I have, you are my true love. You are my true love. Didn't I start with, I truly want this, is how they had started. So it could turn into something so much more. Here we go. This is perfect for you. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. That I do believe is true. The way that they just shared it is, when I read that out loud, it was when you walked into my life. So this person walks into your life. I realized that you are going to be the best thing that ever happened to me. So this person's walking into your life. So that was nice. I'll take that. That feels good. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. As always, I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you for your kind words, your comments. I do read them all. I try to comment or post a little heart that I read it, and I appreciate them. If you are interested in a private reading, please visit my website, KathyMammelin.psychicmedium.com. Also, I have been uploading on my other two channels, my Pick a Card channel, my Twin Flame channel, consistently as well. And the links to those channels are in the description below. I love doing our weekend forecasts. I know that you guys enjoy them as well. Hit that like button if you really enjoyed them. That helps my channel. And we will see you guys all again real soon.